I've installed too many bike racks for me to even say, but I will say this is one of my favorites of all of them. Look at how easily and nicely these move to adjust for the different size of bikes. Okay guys, listen up. Are you tired of wrestling your bikes into the back of your truck or SUV? Worse, leaving one behind because it just won't fit, you can't carry that many? What if I told you there's easy way to transport 2 bikes, including those heavy-duty electric bikes, or in my case, the fat tire beast, right? You want to be able to carry these without breaking a sweat. I'm talking about this e-bike rack for your tow hitch. You're watching me put it together now. We're talking a massive 200-pound capacity, meaning it should be able to easily carry 2 electric bikes, mountain bikes, fat tire bikes, all those kinds of things, but we're going to actually test that out. This rack is designed for versatility. It fits right onto your car, truck, SUV, RV, or even a trailer's tow hitch. That makes it perfect for your weekend getaways, hitting the trails, or on-road tripping adventures. If you're like me, sometimes you get a little worried about your expensive bikes, right? And this actually comes with a built-in lock for additional security and peace of mind. So what do you say we go talk to me after I put this together, put the bikes on it, and see what my overall experience was? So is this Meeviz 2-bike rack for you? So far in putting it together, I really was very impressed with a lot of things about it. It is a very simple but super sturdy construction. I feel like they didn't overcomplicate and make things gadgety, but some things work so well. I've installed too many bike racks for me to even say, but I will say this is one of my favorites of all of them. Look at how easily and nicely these move to adjust for the different size of bikes. This vertical beam moves super simply as well. You just simply take out this pin and it folds over and you can put the other bike in it. You know what? Why don't we do that? Let's put 2 bikes. I have 2 very different bikes. I have a fat tire bike that's a smaller chassis and a big old chassis with a conventional skinny bike. So let's try it, make sure both kinds fit in here. So I will say one thing I already noticed that's a little bit of a pain in the butt about this. Remember I said it's simpler? They didn't make things over gadgety. Well, one of the things they didn't make over gadgety is these don't turn, right? So in order for me to put the back bike on, either I gotta huck it over on the back or I gotta go like this, which isn't hard, but basically I gotta take these off, fold this down. So let's put up the one in the back. Look at that, I guessed perfectly right the first try. That's pretty cool. Let's put this back up, throw this pin on it, and let's put this one on first. There, like that. All right, here we go. One big old fat tire e-bike. There we go. Okay, we get that. Let's throw this on. Let's make sure it fits, because this is obviously a totally different style of chassis. All right, let's go over it in some detail. Okay, so again, I wanted to talk about, I really like how this adjustable this is. Easy to tighten down once you get it in spot. You just twist that down, tighten it. That's all there is to it. These straps are nice. They have these like rubber cushions, which I'm using there. This is a reasonably fat tire, and there's still plenty of room in there if you wanted to go with a super fat tire. So let's talk about the fat tire. This is a 4.0. If you know bikes, they go up to like a 5.0 is the reasonably largest. But look, there's still plenty of room here, so you could fit a 5.0 in there, no issue whatsoever. We got the skinny job back here. Obviously, tons of room, but you see how they have this kind of like just the right shape to catch the front of the tire. This even with the skinny tire. Oh, the other thing is you got plenty of room to come back here, get into the back of the truck. You can't open the tailgate with it on, but plenty of room. The other thing I'm gonna say is, so it comes with a fancy lock. But if you're like me, they make this so that it's recessed and not visible normally. There is like no room between the receiver for the wiring and this unit to get those fancy locks on and get a wrench on them and all those kind of things. So I just used a regular pin, but it does come with a fancy lockable pin for that. Yeah, so that is installed. It's 2 heavy e-bikes, nice and solid. I got no qualms about that, the way that went on there. What do you say we pull it off? I'll show you what it looks like fold it up, and then I'll give you my summary of this. All right, let's try this first fold up together. Now I am going to take these and I'm going to carry them separately because this folds up much nicer like that. See how flush it is? Okay, then we got another pin right here. Pull this out. Pull this pin out. Fold it up, put the pin back in. This is totally reasonable. So look, I think dollars for donuts, you get a tremendous value for this. This is super solid, very solid with the bikes on it. I was able to put the fat tire bike and the conventional thin tire bike on it. All super easy. It was very easy to assemble. The instructions were super easy to follow. It is a little on the hefty side, but anytime you want something that's really solid, it's going to be a little hefty. That just comes with it. So I think you should get yourself one of these. If you want to get one, there's either a link right here on the screen or it is down in the description. If you use that, helps out the channel. So I'm going to say thank you in advance for doing that. Remember to like and subscribe while you're down there. And if you have any questions about it, or if you have a favorite story or adventure about one of these things, share that in the comments. We'd love to hear it and have a conversation there. I hope this was helpful. We'll see you in the next video.